Earlier in the week, I asked the two leading AI models in the world, GROK and ChatGPT, both to predict Thursday's Europa League games. Now the games have been played and the results are in, so in this video we're going to see which one was most accurate and reliable. This is a regular feature on the channel, so not only will I be doing results and predictions videos for Europa League games, but also Champions League, Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, so plenty of content coming up in the future, and I really do hope you'll join me for that by hitting that subscribe button. But anyway, onto the scoring system. So the scoring system is as follows. If the model gets the result wrong, that's 0 points. If it gets the result right but not the score, that's 1 point. And if it gets the result and the score exactly right, it gets 3 points. So the first game, we have Panathinaikos versus the Go Ahead Eagles. GROK predicted a 2-0 Panathinaikos win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 Panathinaikos win. Both were wrong there, as the Go Ahead Eagles secured themselves a 2-1 victory. So both models scoring 0 points. Next up is Lille versus Roma, and GROK predicted a 2-1 Roma win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-2 draw. Both wrong again, as Lille won that one 1-0. So both again scoring 0 points for that game. Then we have FCSB versus Young Boys, and both models predicted exactly the same, which was a 2-1 Young Boys win. They got that almost right because the final result there was a 2-0 Young Boys win. So both models getting the result but not the score right and picking up 1 point each. Moving on, we have Real Betis versus Ludogorets. GROK predicted a 2-0 Real Betis win. ChatGPT predicted a 3-1 Real Betis win. And the actual result there was a 2-0 Real Betis win. So GROK gets that one exactly right and picks up 3 points for the right result and score. And ChatGPT picking up just the 1 point for only the result but not the score. Next game is Victoria Plzen versus Malmo. And both models were exactly aligned here and predicted a 1-1 draw. They both got that wrong, as that ended up in quite a wild game, being a 3-0 Victoria Plzen win. Then we have Fenerbahce versus Nice, and GROK predicted a 3-1 Fenerbahce win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-0 Fenerbahce win, and the actual result was a 2-1 Fenerbahce win. So both getting pretty close but not exactly right and picking up 1 point each for just the result. Up next is Bologna versus Freiburg, and GROK predicted a 1-0 Bologna win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 Bologna win. Both got that wrong, as that ended up as a 1-1 draw, so both scoring 0. Then we have SK Brand versus Utrecht, and both models had predicted exactly the same, which was a 2-1 Utrecht win. Both dead wrong, as that ended up a 1-0 SK Brand win. Moving on, we had Celtic versus Braga, and GROK predicted a 2-1 Celtic win. ChatGPT predicted a 1-1 draw. Both again dead wrong, as that ended up a 2-0 Braga win. Okay, next game is Nottingham Forest versus Midtjylland. GROK predicted a 2-1 Nottingham Forest win. ChatGPT predicted a 1-1 draw. Both again wrong, as that ended up a 3-2 win for Midtjylland and a bit of a disaster for Forest. So again, both models picking up 0 points there. Next up, we've got Lyon versus Salzburg, and GROK predicted a 3-1 Lyon win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-2 draw. And the result there ended up being a 2-0 Lyon win. So GROK picks up a point for the right result, and ChatGPT picks up 0 points. Then we have Genk versus Ferencváros, and GROK predicted a 2-1 Genk win. ChatGPT predicted a 1-0 Ferencváros win, and the actual result there was a 1-0 Ferencváros win. So ChatGPT picks up 3 points there for the exact right result and score, and GROK picks up 0 points. Okay, now we've got Dinamo Zagreb versus Maccabi Tel Aviv, and GROK predicted a 1-0 Tel Aviv win, and ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 Dinamo Zagreb win. The actual result there was a 3-1 Zagreb win, so ChatGPT picks up 1 point and GROK picks up 0 points. Moving on to Rangers versus Sturm Graz, and GROK predicted a 1-0 Rangers win. ChatGPT predicted a 2-0 Rangers win. Both got that wrong, as Rangers lost that one 2-1 to Sturm Graz, so both models picking up 0 points for that one. Moving on, we've got PAOK versus Celta Vigo. Both models predicted a 1-1 draw, but that ended up being a 3-1 Celta Vigo win. So again, both models coming away with 0 points. Not doing too well this time around. And the next one, which is Porto versus Red Star Belgrade, and GROK predicted a 2-0 Porto win. whereas ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 Porto win, and that did end up a 2-1 Porto win. So both models got the result right, but ChatGPT comes away with all 3 points by getting the score right as well. So they've both redeemed themselves a little bit here. And the penultimate game, which was Aston Villa versus Feyenoord, and both models predicted a 2-1 Aston Villa win, and Aston Villa actually won that 2-0, so both models coming away with 1 point each. And the last game, which was FC Basel versus Stuttgart, and GROK predicted a 3-1 Stuttgart win, and ChatGPT predicted a 1-0 Stuttgart win, but that game ended up a 2-0 Basel win, so both models getting 0 points for that one. So there are the full set of results, and the scores are in. GROK ended up on 8 points, and ChatGPT ended up on 11 points. So the clear winner this time round and the current champ. I've got to be honest though, both models didn't have a very good showing. We had 18 fixtures and nowhere near enough of those were right. GROK got 1 score exactly right, and ChatGPT got 2 scores exactly right, and that was the difference in the end of 3 points between 11 and 8. So very fine margins, but a little bit disappointing all round, but there we go. We move on to the next one. And that is the video. Just quickly, I'd like to say, if you did watch up to this point, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And while you're here, if I could just ask you to subscribe to the channel and like the video, that would really help, and I'd be very grateful for that also. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.